What's going on, guys? Candle here, and in today's video what we're going to be talking about is how to fix lag in Call of Duty Mobile, as well as the best settings for Call of Duty Mobile Zombies. I would also like to mention I am going to be giving away a battle pass for Season 2 COD Mobile. All you need to do is be subscribed to the channel and comment down in the comment section below why you deserve to get this battle pass. I will be checking if you guys are subscribed to the channel as well. So without further ado, let's get into the best settings. Now you're going to see on screen, for me, I have it at low and low on both ends. And the reason why I have it at low at both ends is because I have an iPhone 8. If you have an older device, specifically the iPhones, like an iPhone 6, iPhone 7, or iPhone 8, you can't really play this game on high settings or very high settings, so you need to play at low or medium. Now, I can change these settings all around, but we're going to go from very high all the way to low. Now, you're going to see I have it at very high and very high frame rate, as well as the quality and graphic quality. The reason why is because if you have an iPhone 10, specifically if you have an iPhone 10 or an iPhone X or whatever you want to call it, these are the best settings you want to use for max frame rate as well as not being able to lag. I want you to turn off both of these, the ragdoll effect, and I also want you to turn off the blur. The reason why is because the ragdoll effect actually kind of eats up your CPU for your phone. I don't know what else to call it besides CPU. I'm just using computer terms. Now, if you do have a really good phone, this is preference obviously, but I like to go with standard. The reason why, if you go with standard, you have a higher frame rate and you won't lag as much. And also, I want to talk about the other thing of depth of field. This is for when you scope in with your weapon or scope in with a sniper. It actually doesn't enhance the stuff around you. It only enhances what's in front of you, so that will also lower your frame rate if you have that on. So I would turn that off. Now, like I said, for high, you can choose, for high or very high, you can choose any of these three settings. But for me, I don't like to use dynamic or realistic because it will lower your FPS, so I go with the standard. Now, I'm playing right now on iPhone 8 just to show you guys. Right now, you can go with medium settings as well. So medium settings, it kind of takes away ragdoll already. It takes away most of these settings that you cannot use because they already know that it's not going to really work and you're going to lag a lot. And for low, when you switch to low right here, it takes away everything. You can only play on standard, and the only thing you can change is the field blur. And for me, I would definitely turn that off. I would not have that on because it also affects your FPS. So I would 100% get rid of the depth of view. Just turn it off. You can turn it on, but for me, like I said, it just works better when you turn it off. Now, what's great about COD Mobile is you can really switch around whatever you want. For me, I play on a controller. That's also important. For your best settings, these are your best settings, but I play on controller, so the lag comp is a little different. You still lag a little bit. Like, I'm going to show you guys gameplay of me playing on the highest performance settings on an iPhone 8. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because when you look at the graphics and the content, you see that I'm lagging a lot. My FPS is dropping, or I'm not really getting that great of FPS, and I am lagging. So right here, you're going to see me shooting these people, and you can see it's completely laggy, and it doesn't really work. And the reason why it's not really working that well is because, like I said, I'm using an older device. And when you use an older device with higher graphics or higher settings, it makes your game lag, it makes your FPS drop, and it's all in all not a very enjoyable situation that you're going to be at. Like, I can't really move around. It's very clunky. I mean, I am, like I said, playing on a controller, which doesn't help. So if you are on an older device, I would suggest not using a controller, just because it will also add to your lag and your input lag and all of that. So I would definitely recommend, if you are on an older device, to to just use your fingers. I know it's awful in my opinion playing COD Mobile, obviously on the mobile device, but right here you can see these zombies are kind of lagging and I'm shooting them and nothing's really working. That's really important too. Like, I just feel like the game doesn't feel as smooth when you're on an older device. So obviously if you're on a newer device, this won't really affect you that much. But like I said, this is iPhone 8 gameplay, and you can see that I'm playing on the max settings. I have all the max settings on, and it's just really laggy. It's not working that well. And it just doesn't feel, it just feels, clunky or clumpy. I don't know which word you'd rather use, but you can see I shoot this guy twice, or I shoot the zombie twice, and it's very, very laggy, and my frames aren't that great. But you can tell I have gameplay coming up in a couple of seconds here of me actually using, my iPhone 8, but I'm using it on the lowest possible settings, and you can see that I'm getting really bad lag latency and all of that awful stuff. And then you could tell right here. So I cut the video right here, and I show you guys that this is me playing on the lowest settings. settings. And you can see, yes, I'm lagging in the beginning, but then eventually it starts to work really well. I'm cutting the video up to show you guys the parts right here. Me just standing still, I'm shooting fine. The zombies are dying instantly when I'm shooting. The only thing that's a little laggy is being able to move around. Like, I'm kind of slow. Like, my sensitivity is relatively slow, just because I'm playing on a controller. And the lag isn't awful. It isn't the worst. I mean, you still get kind of awful input lag when you're playing on a controller, but honestly, when you're playing on mobile with your fingers, it's almost no latency, no lag at all. Like, you can see these zombies are dying instantly when I'm shooting them. There's no lag issues whatsoever. The frame rate's relatively fine, and you can see in the bottom left saying that I'm playing in low quality or medium quality, and the reason for that, like I said, is because I'm playing on the iPhone 8. But if you are playing on an iPhone 10 or a brand new, I don't know the Android names for most of the phones because I use iOS mainly, and I don't really have any friends that have Android, but if you're using the newer Android, or if you're using the Windows phone and it's brand new, or if it's relatively new that's come out in the last year, you should be fine playing on high settings or very high settings. But like I said, if you want to play zombies and get the least amount of input lag, or the least amount of lag in general, I would definitely recommend just lowering your settings to medium to, low. But if you are playing on a newer device, like I keep mentioning, then I would definitely keep it at very high or medium. Medium looks relatively good. It's just with the older phones, it's really hard to keep up, and you lag a lot. See, like, in this game mode, specifically zombies, if you're training zombies, if you guys know what that is, obviously if you're watching the video, you know what it is, there's going to be more things on your device's screen, so you're going to be eating up more CPU and your frames are going to dip. So that's why if you're using an older phone, it's better if you're using lower graphics. And people aren't really caring that much about the graphics because they know it's a mobile game. So it's not going to be that important to use, high graphics and be like, oh, this is great, the graphics are amazing, but my gameplay is laggy. Like, you'd rather have smooth gameplay and alright graphics than great graphics and chunky and choppy gameplay. So that's really all I have to say about that, about zombies and the settings that you should be using. It seems like when you play on this map specifically, you're kind of fine. Like, it doesn't have that many issues with it. And now when you open up the map, you're going to have a little bit of issues. But when you're in the starting room, you can tell that you're not really lagging whatsoever, especially on low to medium settings. So I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below about what you think the best settings are for zombies. I'm going to stop talking. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe, like the video. I am going to show you guys about 3 minutes of me going perfect in an online free-for-all on COD Mobile, of me playing on low settings. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. If you are new to the channel, like I mentioned, subscribe to the channel, like this video if you haven't already, comment down in the comment section below what you guys think about COD Mobile. My name's Kando, I love you guys, and I'm out. Peace.